Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics in the Nerd Room. We're your hosts, Kirby Kid,
Black Superman,
Simply Cedric,
Comics Made Me,
also known as David Clark,
Walter Bryant,
Cedric Harris,
Kevin Papan.
And we're doing this again. I don't know what number it is because it's been way too long, so just say...
It's only like 4.
Let's say 5.
Okay,
I feel like 5 is the number. This is number 5.
12. Say 12.
Number 5, stupid name. Want to be Kevin or Dave.
Number 11. So, today we're talking about Logan and what it means for comic book movies and Fox's little cinematic universe. So, just a full disclosure, only half of us have seen Logan.
Yes.
So
slacking.
Yeah.
I mean,
down.
And that's unacceptable. But because murdering them is out of the question, we will.
Life happens, man.
It's a Marvel movie, not a DC movie.
It's a Fox movie. If it was a Marvel movie, you would have already seen it.
What's a Marvel property?
It's a Marvel property.
The score is killing me though on Rotten Tomatoes. How good it is.
I'm going to see it before we
It's really good.
It is.
You guys
really
realize
good.
the director of this movie is James Mangold. You know who he is, right? 310 to Yuma. He's known for westerns, so that's why he said he wants to make this as close to a western.
It's super.
Really
it's super depressing.
It really was.
Depressing.
It really was as close to a western as you can get without it being a western.
So let's talk about I guess a few of the differences between Old Man Logan the comic and Logan the movie. So I mean, for one, in the comic, it was Logan who got tricked into killing all the X-Men. Mm-hmm. This time, I think the change they made was more realistic. This time, Professor X started having seizures, and his ability killed the other
psychic
and a few other people.
Would make more sense.
Because I don't see people like Storm letting Logan kill them.
They see him going off, right? They're just going to stand there.
Because she would have shocked the hell out of him before he got anywhere close.
Burnt him to a crisp.
She did that to the toad, right?
Right.
Oh God, the worst line ever. Okay, anyway, but yeah, that change actually does. It makes a crap load of sense. If for no other reason than because Professor X got the most powerful mind on the planet, but now he's old.
Right.
From my understanding, that's the catalyst for kind of setting
he's got like dementia, which is it was weird. It was funny because it's Patrick Stewart just playing around because he's like babbling and whatnot. But then it was sad seeing the character, what had happened to the character from being the calm, cool, collected, always a control guy, to just his mind just being
like where
but
you
he dropped F-bombs he dropped F-bombs like crazy.
He didn't care. He was like, I'm old, I don't care.
That's kind of like how your grandparents are most.
He was just like a grandpa. Like every time, like when they met the black family, and Logan's like, "Well, thanks for the dinner. We have to go." And he's like, "No, we'll stay. And he's like, "Oh my God, come on!"
Like we're on the right. No.
Like people are trying to murder us. Can we not drag other people into this?
No,
they got
dragged
into
the
it.
black family.
Yeah,
Did they get killed?
Of course they did.
Of course.
Hold on. Moment of peace.
You introduce a black character into the middle of all
But it's
these...
not a horror movie. There's a chance. He
has steel claws that murders people.
Okay, let me explain real quick. It starts off as a western. It ends as a slasher film. So, as a slasher film, black people have no chance.
R-rated was warranted.
Which when I see it, that's what I've always wanted. I want to see Logan like in Apocalypse, but really ripping people apart.
Look, in the first 5 minutes of this movie, they make it clear to you kids are not supposed to be there.
Berserker Fury.
X-23. Okay, so I was worried that because it was a little girl,
I hear she's lit.
They weren't going to show her getting hurt at all. They put a harpoon through her at a point. Like, she was actually, in the game. Wow. And she just went off.
That's pretty taboo.
And it was, I like the fact that since she was raised in Mexico, that she spoke Spanish, like really high pitched Spanish, which I thought was hilarious.
For the longest time in the movie, she's not talking at all.
Right.
She's just kind of sitting there staring at people. You could tell she understood because she would nod, but she wouldn't say anything. And then Logan gets in the car, he says something to her like, "We're not going there," and she just goes off, and he's like, "Oh my God, shut up!"
He's
like, you can changed her around a lot too, right? Her origin. I mean, I understand that there's some truth to the spirit of how the character is created in the comic, but she wasn't Weapon X created.
So, it sounds like it was like a version of Weapon X. Like she's still X-23.
The XX Corporation wasn't mentioned. I hear
no, she was still X-23. And what it was is they took Logan's DNA and they put it into a Mexican teen girl. Like all the X-23s were they took teen girls gave them DNA from other mutants, and then raised the kids.
Like
killed the women.
Like homeless girls. The girls.
Wait, hold on.
No
Did we give a spoiler alert before we started?
Spoiler alert! Y'all
right.
y'all
Y'all
should
know.
From what I
Y'all should
understand,
know.
there's a male version of him at the end.
There's
right?
X-24
So
before.
the whole reason for X-23 was because they found that they couldn't clone Logan. Because it was unstable, so they found the female.
They couldn't clone the Rage.
They couldn't raise kids to be soldiers. They had to grow them.
We're talking the movie though right now?
Yeah, the movie. They couldn't raise them to be angry and soldiers. Right. So instead, they grew him into an adult and then programmed him. Because if they showed him love, then
did they show any variation between like a multiple females or male clones that they had experimented on throughout it?
No, they showed the other X-23 kids, which they all had different powers. Which I'm sure, like one seemed like he was Magneto.
One seemed like Bobby.
Yeah, well, like a weaker version of Bobby, which is really sad because Bobby's already pretty terrible.
Right.
Hey, Iceman is so powerful.
No. Iceman's powers are dope. But Bobby, look, Emma Frost has powers for 5 seconds. And it was like, oh, I can melt and go under a door.
But here's what I thought about that for a long time, though. Why she knows that is because she can see.
Well, she is psychic.
Yeah, she can read, and she can see into his mind. The whole reason why he doesn't do it is he's scared. He's always been afraid of his powers.
But see, that's the thing, though. He's been himself for 20-something years. He's had these powers for 15 years. Right. At some point, you have to have tried to push them and see what you can do. Emma Frost goes, yeah, so I can melt myself. I can get shattered and bring myself back together. I can make ice armor. And he's like, I didn't know I could do any of this. She's like, I know because you suck.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what she said to him. She's like, I know you suck. You can be so much more powerful.
Exactly. She's holding herself back the whole time.
But I mean, I liked X-23. Like even though it wasn't exactly like it was, and one thing that I talked to you about, Walter, that didn't make sense was, and let's just go through the logic of this, guys. You have a little girl with claws, right? She's 12. Are you going to put adamantium on a 12-year-old girl who's not done growing?
Heck no.
So did they just?
She had adamantium.
She had adamantium.
Yeah.
They put adamantium on a girl who has not.
Which they knew that's what was poisoning Logan.
In her hands.
But outside of that, because like Logan lived for long a time for a weapon to be used.
It was 2029 a year or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not that much further.
No, it's like but he's been adamantium
she
for 50
can't
years.
grow with that, but her body's going to try and grow. So that's just like you just crippled your weapon because eventually it's going to hurt.
She's going to stay a child the rest of her life.
Yeah, if her
bones can't expand, they can't.
Right, that's stupid. I'm sure Fox will be like, let's just gloss over that. She has synthetic adamantium.
We put telescoping adamantium in her body to grow.
We can come back to this point in a minute, but Fox needs a reboot. They have no choice.
This is a good time.
This is the reboot.
Yeah,
I think with Logan being a good endpoint for that character.
Yeah,
they're not going. They actually have already started working on the next sequel to Days of Future Past. So
good.
Apocalypse. They're already working on a sequel to it. So they're not going to reboot with this one. They may reboot with the next one.
What they need to do, and because there's no more mutants according to them. There's like almost no. What they need to do is they need to find the Phoenix Force. And just do the whole, I want mutants thing back that they did in the comics, and then have it somehow cross them over with Marvel and just start.
No, they can't do that.
This is what they're going to start. This is what they're probably going to do. They're going to get Cable to come back and help Deadpool, and Cable with time power is going to do something. Yeah.
The only time we'll see that a potential Fox Marvel crossover is if Spider-Man makes $1 billion.
Which it will.
If they see how much it can actually work.
Yeah.
Then we might see.
So guys out there, you all need to see it 3 times.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to see the Phoenix Force reboot thing because realistically speaking, the Phoenix Force in Fox X-Men doesn't exist. It's Jean Grey's power.
No. In the new, what they've already hinted at, the new X-Men movie is tentatively titled Supernova, and it's being written and maybe directed by Ken Burke, who was behind the last few plus Fantastic Four and a few other things.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad writer. He has some good credits under his belt. What he's saying is because he wrote The Last Stand, they didn't really have a whole lot of input after the script was turned in, that it wasn't done right, like we all said.
Yeah.
So he wanted it to be the main point of the whole movie, which was Dark Phoenix and her real arc, and not having her be explained as a mutant and have it coming from a galactic entity like it was supposed to.
Yeah.
We would have got a chance to see Lilandra.
So the way that they want to do it, it does sound good because it sounds like we're gonna finally get off planet Earth. We're gonna go into space. Maybe see Shi'ar, see some of these other races.
Wait, they have Shi'ar too?
Gladiator.
I want to see the guard. I want to see the
Gladiator dude. He's
not just the gladiators, but I want to see the Imperium.
Yeah, the entire Imperium.
So Marvel just has the Kree.
Yeah,
Marvel has the Kree. No, they have a lot. They have that Badoon. They have
Inhumans.
But I mean, the really big.
The ones we know, they don't. They don't have Skrull. Those are the two big ones. Those are really the only two big ones.
Yeah.
Which they need to start. They need to start expanding.
We're gonna see in Thor Ragnarok how much they really have. Have you seen the new photos for Thor Ragnarok?
And Guardians.
It looks just like Guardians, but as far as the color.
Speaking of Thor Ragnarok, one of the biggest changes for Logan is there's no Hulk in this one. Because Old Man Logan was...
You needed a Hulk gang.
Yeah.
If you were going to do that.
I'm kind of happy about that because Hulk was not shown in a positive light.
No.
in that comic.
But yeah, there's some... They had... It's kind of like a Wreck-It Ralph, or you get some of these other movies where we have all these different characters. It's great stories, but you can't... Logistically, you can't afford it, and you're not going to get... Have you guys read Ready Player One?
No. Never heard of it.
It's amazing. The only problem is it's super hard to get developed. Steven Spielberg's supposed to be making it into a movie, but it's just going to be too hard because it's littered with references from the 70s, 80s, and 90s music, movies, video games, everything, and stuff that we would all look at and go, "Oh my god, I remember that."
For licensing fees.
And that's the problem. Kind of like Wreck-It Ralph 2. Yeah. They are making it, but it's like, can we use the same characters? Sure, but now we can't add more characters because they have to go license those characters.
They couldn't get Mario because Nintendo
It's very, very hard. Stupid. So you get now we're stuck back in the whole Marvel playing with.
I also don't know where they go with this universe outside of Deadpool, because at the end of the movie, they pretty well capped off the X-Men.
The tidbits that they've touched on are kind of interesting. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but they've talked about Exiles. Getting that movie. New Mutants and X-Force. Those are the teams. And Alpha Flight. Yeah. So the tie-in would be when you guys saw them go up north in Logan at the end. That's the tie-in.
Yeah, and you could go with Alpha Flight, but really...
Alpha Flight's... I don't think I want to see them.
No.
Not because I don't like the characters, because I think they're more appropriate for the Marvel.
When I see Alpha Flight come on the page in a comic, I just... close the book. I'm like,
I like Sasquatch.
When you reach back to Alpha Flight, you are out of ideas.
Oh my goodness.
No, I like Alpha. I like them because they were not run of the mill characters. They were original for
the Canadian Avengers, eh?
Well, that's kind of what they kind of were. That's what they were put together for, right?
Time to assemble.
Government sponsored and all that kind of stuff, right? You get Puck, who's not a midget, but they make him into one.
Yeah.
Right. He was dwarfed because of his powers. Sasquatch is dope, but he's not really a Sasquatch. He's a beast from another dimension that he took over his body. So there's cool explanations.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're the best.
But see, Fox for some reason just doesn't like to fully utilize the stuff they paid for.
I think we're going to start seeing that now.
They couldn't even put this movie in a universe. They couldn't even say which timeline this fits in.
It's just its own pocket universe. Because for example, I was talking to Walter, they referred to X-23 as if she was the first X-23. But then they also referred to things from the first X-Men movie in which there was an X-23.
Doesn't Professor X make a reference to Wolverine's cage fighting days?
Yeah, he does. He says something about it. So it's like
their timeline is way too.
Yeah, it's in another pocket dimension where certain things have happened and other things didn't happen, and it's too convoluted. It's not really going to be.
They'll never make $1 billion.
And also, why have they not ever crossed over the Fantastic Four?
Because they can't get them right yet.
You have the rights. You have enough characters to make your own universe.
They did it in the cartoon series all the time. They had Spider-Man come over to the X-Men.
All of the characters.
They had Fantastic Four. They had
War Machine.
Iron Man,
every one of them.
War Machine. They did it all the time.
Look at the Illuminati. That was Reed Richards. Tony Stark.
Why have we never seen the Wendigo? I mean, that is just that's a Wolverine character.
It would be awesome.
He's fought a lot of people.
Yeah, but but Wendigo in particular actually is a Wolverine character. And when he first became Weapon X, you could have had an entire 15-minute story arc of him chasing down the Wendigo just so you could see what he could do when he was unbridled before he got away.
Yeah, if you're worried about him, what about Sabretooth? this whole damn time.
How do you not have Sabretooth in
And I'm sorry, the only redeeming factor in Origins was Sabretooth.
Liev Schreiber.
He was the best Sabretooth in the past.
He
really was good.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than all the things that didn't happen in Logan was still pretty good. I feel sad.
I hear the complaints are minuscule.
They are.
How great the movie
I'm telling you,
it's
when you watch the movie, there's a scene at the end where they have a cross over Logan's grave, and then like as they're walking away, X-23 comes back and she just turns it into an X.
Aww.
I didn't cry. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't cry, but it was like super emotional.
But the problem with you see it like Marvel, they take. The formula works. I don't care what anybody says. The formula works.
Yeah.
You take your time. You don't rush the character development.
And you put
You get an origin, and then you start seeing how the fans react to it, and start building from there. Yeah. Look at Thor 1 to Thor Ragnarok. Completely different universe almost, but it's not.
It's like it's going to be 3 different movies.
It really
it's
is.
Gonna be 3 different movies.
And that does come from the 3 different directors, but also just because like they kind of got a better footing after Thor 1. They were just trying to get Thor out there in the first one. Let's see what people like, the gods of Norse mythology and all this stuff.
Yeah,
my wife just liked the hot white guy with the long hair.
Pretty much, they all love Chris Hemsworth.
Natalie Portman.
But then you get that where they start seeing, okay, hold on, people are reacting to this. Guardians, they didn't know what they had.
They just
struck gold.
They just threw stuff against the wall, and it's
hoping it's going to work.
And
they left James Gunn alone, which is the best thing they could have done in the world.
Yeah,
we know what he wants to do. He's not really connected to this universe right now. Let him run it.
But see, you know what? They've cultivated that good favor with the fans. Like they've put out good movies up to this point, so fans fans are willing to take a chance on something like Guardians of the Galaxy that they've never heard of before, just because they know Marvel's been doing well so far. So okay, I'll put this money out.
But what do we say for Fox? They need a reboot.
Yeah,
every time they come up,
every movie they need a reboot.
Yes,
except when you get the rare Deadpool
and Logan.
But now they're going to shift all their direction and that, which I don't want that either. I want all kinds of movies, not just R-rated movies now.
Yeah,
because these characters need to be true to their character.
You know what I think is going to happen now? Fox with having Deadpool rated R do so well, Logan's doing so well rated R.
He's going to be shoehorned into X-Force, by the way.
They're going to shoehorn him into X-Force, and they're going to shoehorn rated R movies. Yeah. Let's just go. Let's have Fantastic Four rated R. No,
I don't think they will for that because that's still the
Fantastic Four can't be.
They can't
because they'll market that as Marvel's first family. You can't do that. There are certain things you can't use if you shift that direction.
They're just going. I feel like they're going to go overboard.
I do think they're going to try. I do think they're going to with Deadpool especially because they've never made as much money.
Yeah.
On any of their movies alone until Deadpool came out, they started seeing like, oh my
X-Men
god,
kids R-rated,
and they didn't get a release in China off of that movie. That could have easily been $200 million, $300 million, $600 million. China market is huge,
but they wanted it to fail.
They did.
They wanted it to fail, and it didn't. And they were like, "Oh, we can actually do well."
Yeah. See now. One of the things that, as I was sitting there watching this movie that actually struck me was that Logan was what they were trying to do with Batman vs. Superman. Like tone and seriousness. This is what they were trying to accomplish.
They didn't.
They didn't do it well. But part of that is just they released this cut that just didn't explain anything that was happening. Superman, okay, granted, Superman is mopey guy in this movie, even on the alternate cut.
In this universe.
Even on the alternate cut, he's still the mopey guy. But there are things that get cut out of there, like him actually helping save people after the bomb went off, that, make you go, okay, so he's not true to character. That's exactly true to character.
He's like, explosion, cool, I'm out.
Where's Lois?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, when you watch it in the theater, he stands there, everybody's burning, and then he just flies off.
Yeah,
he's like,
flies off like
all right, cool. Woo.
In the comics, what would the character done? Put the fire out and save everybody.
Yeah.
No hesitation. The bomb, immediately would have stopped any disaster from continuing.
Arctic breath.
What he would have done. Yeah, he did the exact opposite of that in their movie universe. Yes. He's not the beacon of hope that he's supposed to be.
No, at all. He's not.
By the end of Superman, he should have been.
He should have been.
We should not be waiting a third movie to find out when he comes back from the dead.
We're waiting till he comes back from the dead to be a symbol.
He's a beacon of terror.
He is a space.
But they did light up his suit, so that's supposed to symbolize him showing like a more light.
Space Nazi? Yeah.
Yeah, the suit is supposed to be brighter and supposed to, and he's supposed to be smiling and stuff now in this next movie. Which I guess if you've been dead and you're suddenly back, and people now love him, which. Okay, I found that a little convoluted. The Doomsday fight could have gotten over into main city Gotham, but it didn't. So really, it was just Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman fighting Doomsday. So why everybody suddenly is all happy that Superman risked his life for them? He really didn't. He just was fighting this creature. But it's like it was shown
or
as
he stopped him from getting over to that part of the world.
Maybe, or maybe the creature just kills him and never comes over there.
No, because they had to get him away from there. Because Wonder Woman asked Batman, why here? Because it's not populated. Yeah, they knew that they knew he was trying to go population.
I think the death of Superman. They
shoehorned
make him.
That in there.
They shoehorned it in, but make it Superman's own movie. Where the first half hour, 45 minutes of the next Superman movie is the death of Superman, like the real one, where you have Steel. And you have Superboy, and Eradicator,
and Cyborg, and the actual Cyborg Superman, not this thing on Supergirl.
Yeah, and they're wrecking stuff up, and people are like, we actually need a real Superman.
We need to talk about Supergirl. Why is he called
Cyborg Superman? I don't
know. First off, they shoot him way too much. Like you said, that Superman should have been its own thing.
Yeah.
And then the Dark Knight Returns. That should have been the end.
So
that should have been the end of the DC universe. Like
when they get ready to reboot,
right?
That should have been
with these actors. It should have been the last one because they would like when they fight in that comic. It means so much more because they've been friends for so long, and it's like, and now we've got to. I as Batman have to destroy you, make you look like a really terrible person in front of the whole world. So
you tell me if they did it right and we got the death of Superman storyline, we'd get Shaq back as Steel.
Oh God, hell no!
So. Let's do it. I would hope so.
No, but real quick though, Supergirl, because you mentioned Supergirl. This show is terrible.
It is.
Like
it's better than season 1.
They say things now like our feminist hero, Supergirl. She's not a feminist hero. She's just a hero.
Okay, and the "Do you like me" thing. If I hear "Do you like me" one more time on this show, God forbid! Oh my God!
And I'm tired of her like expecting pure obedience from Mon-El. God forbid this man have an opinion on his own. She's like, why didn't you trust me? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to let you go, fight a magic fifth dimensional being on your own. My bad.
I'll tell you what I'm watching. Have you seen the skirt?
Yes.
Yes. She like, okay. Did she ever apologize to him for him being right?
No.
You know, you know what? Your dad. Oh, you mean he did actually do exactly what I said? Nobody apologized.
She doesn't have to apologize. She's a feminist hero.
She's a strong, independent black woman.
Thank you.
Okay. she doesn't have to apologize.
Hey, Lois Lane was black in the comics. She was.
Yeah. Using that one change the race.
Like
machine.
they keep making guys. Like they keep making guys always wrong. Even Martian Manhunter, they're either wrong, they're either pig-headed, or they're weak and ineffectual.
I said this when this show came out. It's Sex in the City mixed in with Supergirl.
Yeah,
they're trying to shoehorn in all these feminist ideas.
They want to get the female demographic.
They make her strong Superman, where Superman's like, oh, I couldn't do that. No, shut up. You could and you have.
Even
which by the way,
drops in.
TV Superman was badass.
Yeah,
he was good. He was the most accurate representation of that character I can remember lately at all. And movies, even going back to some of the older movies, Brandon Routh, he was really good.
He was
Superman. He really was good.
It just looks weird though.
Yeah,
but TV.
It looks like he's 12.
They're trying to demasculate. They're trying to feminize him.
Defend next to Supergirl because she's not all big, bulky. Well, then he's got to be kind of. But I thought his attitude was he's accepted it. Like he likes it. Why wouldn't you want to be Superman? What you got to be crying about? You can lift buildings, jump to everything.
The whole show is is such it is so heavy-handed. It's like
Are we switching to the CW verse now? Because I got some other things we need to talk about
in
that universe. If we're going to go there,
because there's a whole feminist vibe over the whole thing. Like I don't know if you guys come on Flash.
Yeah, I'm correct.
Okay, all right. So Iris is mad because Barry asked her to marry him because he thought it would change the timeline.
Why was his beef not a big deal?
Wally is a dick for that.
Right. He was trying to save your sister.
And that's why at the end of the episode when he was getting sucked to the Speed Force, Barry was like, nah, I'm going to sit right here. He was like, I bet you next time you won't say nothing. But
tell her the truth. I'm thinking, did he see something I didn't?
Right.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened? That's what I thought first.
Tell her, and he says, you didn't have a ring on. Okay. We all know he loved you since the first moment we saw the show.
Like you guys weren't going to get married. So he sped it up so that you wouldn't die. Oh, I'm a horrible person. And it's like I was like, I don't want to be the reason why you.
And the Jesse Quick relationship with it, and I like Jesse Quick, but the Jesse Quick Wally West relationship forced. Now I'm feeling like we got a whole new Olicity thing going on with these two.
Stand it. And the thing is, I like Jesse Quick more than I like Wally.
I like her. I like both.
I like them both, but if I had to pick one to be on the show, I'd pick Jesse Quick. I'd be like, look.
I think Wally's a bit of a crybaby.
He is
a bit of a crybaby.
He gave Savitar the exit out of the Speed Force.
Right.
I'm like, bro,
who is probably Eddie Thawne, by the way.
I think he's Wally.
Dang it! I'm editing this out. I thought it was Wally. Because he was saying, I'm sorry, this has to happen, blah, blah, blah. You did this to me, blah, blah, blah. He took my place, because, we're basically the same person.
But that could also be,
I
gave you took my girl, I should have been married to her.
Yeah, except but see, Thawne is floating through time, so, and he doesn't exist over there.
No, not that, not Ebard. Eddie.
Oh, okay, yeah, Eddie.
We never saw the body after season 1.
Yeah.
He's creeping back up in an episode with the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that would explain why you're sorry that Iris has to die.
I'm just saying, all the motivation when he was speaking through, what is his name anyway? The guy, Tom Felton, I forget his character's name.
Malfoy.
Malfoy?
Yeah.
When he was talking to him,
call him Malfoy.
I swear to God, it was like Eddie was talking.
Well, but it's interesting because
it could be anyone that's been on the show, but that's who I was thinking.
Well, season 1, everyone was like, Reverse Flash, Eddie, Reverse Flash.
Because for him, it would make sense.
It makes
sense.
He
was such a good guy.
It makes
what
sense.
would turn him to be that?
Wait.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that
seeing everything go past you.
In the back of my head that I've been thinking, what if it's Barry?
No. It's not Barry.
Now think about it.
Barry.
No.
Whenever Flash asks him, "Who are you?" he keeps saying, "I'm the future Flash."
Yeah, but
it can be read two ways. It can be, "I'm the future Flash," or "I'm the future Flash."
Either one, I wouldn't say that.
Because sometimes we have characters go back in time and do things to make you a better hero for what's coming. Because remember, Darkseid is still out there.
Now that the CW
when Reverse Flash started out, Reverse Flash thought he was a Flash too, but then he became bad.
That was a big thing about Thawne. Thawne was always the future. He was, I'm the future Flash.
And realistically speaking, Barry's been in love with Iris forever. In the Speed Force, he'd still be in love with her. As a matter of fact, she can get him out of the Speed Force. This has happened. So it's not going to be. It's not going to be her. It's not going to be Barry because he's not going to kill her.
He's trying to make her suffer.
Wait, unless it's Barry doing this to make past Barry catch up and not be so weak for when something. Remember, Flash disappears in the future for some reason.
Yeah, no, we still don't know why he disappeared.
Remember, it's not the first time. It's not the first time a villain has come back to train Barry in this series.
Very true.
So
it's like the third. Actually,
I just don't see it.
The thing that got me thinking about that is because he kept saying, "I'm the future Flash," and I'm like, that could be read two different ways. So
I always read that.
But that could be any. Like it could be like me becoming the Flash, going, "I'm the future Flash." Like I could be, like it could be anybody really. It could be anybody saying,
"It could be
the future. I'm the future Flash."
It feels like I don't think it's a villain.
I just don't think it's something.
It's definitely not a villain. But he's also said, "I'm going to kill everybody you love. I'm going to kill Iris, and then when that's over, I'm going to kill you."
Yeah, I'm telling you these things so that you will run faster than you ever run before, so that you're ready.
Barry has been afraid of all those things.
His fear is holding him
Barry's
back.
been afraid of losing all those things, and that's why he's kept people out of the loop.
That's kind of true in the comic too. He always was like afraid of this because he knows that once you go in the Speed Force, you usually don't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was hoping that like they keep mentioning him having like hope and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, when is the blue ring going to drop out of the sky and make him Blue Flash? Because I want to see it. I have a pop figure. It's canon. Okay, I want to see it happen.
I would love to see. Like, I like the idea of the whole spectrum of the core being in live action and stuff. I just don't see that happening. It's too convoluted.
I'm so tired. I'm tired of how they treat Barry. They're like,
he's a baby. He cries every episode.
But like, they're like,
and he's such a good.
But they're like, Barry, you're like, why did you tell us this? Like, you guys don't understand what it's like to carry the world literally on your shoulders.
Yeah. It's like, wait. Who can run faster than light? Raise your hand.
Right.
Yeah. But what I like is kind of like we talked about last time. You get Wally, who was in the comics, he was at one point faster and
more powerful.
At one point, he was, and I kind of like that they're kind of angling towards that. I see Wally served his purpose now. His purpose was to get Savitar out. Yeah. That was the only reason, and it was as Savitar explained. He saw he could use it to manipulate him, and then he'll take my place. Yeah. That was the whole reason to build him up in his speed, because he can't get in there if he's not fast enough.
Right.
Now
basically, he needs to lose his Savitar given speed and get his.
But Savitar is in the comics, and they haven't really played it up like this. In the comics, he was powered by killing the speedsters that were all saved by
Yeah.
absorbing their essence.
Yeah, he was
the
absorbing
Force
the
and stuff.
Speed Force.
So I haven't really touched on
right.
that kind of stuff. So that could come back around.
So, all right.
Okay.
On the record, let's put down who we think Savitar is.
Eddie, 100%.
Eddie.
You think Eddie?
Wally.
I think it's more Wally, but I'm holding out.
I think that's a good guess for Wally.
Eddie then Wally.
I think it's Wally or Barry, but most likely I think it's Wally. So
I think it's Wally. I think that the future is now. I think that Wally taking over for Savitar in the
which
Speed
explains
Force.
why Wally wasn't there in the flash in the flash forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because why wouldn't Wally be there? Because Wally is Savitar. Think about it.
Or because he's in the Speed Force.
Or that.
That's also true. That could be, but
because everything is changing, I think it's important to see okay, this didn't happen, but I think it's sometimes
also
just
they should have called Oliver over to lead this team because there's no leadership in Team Flash.
No, there isn't.
We need an official Jay Garrick finally showing up because when he came out last year.
Until we found out he was all crazy. And
he was
stuff.
pretty rad. He was
but that was pretty cool. That was still pretty cool.
I don't even like how they did his arc. I liked how they
I like how they did it.
Cool. When I'm waiting for all the Flashes to line up and be like, I like their lead.
I'm tired of the friend turning foe.
Yeah.
And that's
right.
The only reason I would say that would work for Eddie is because he has the most reason to do it.
You know what I'm really tired of? I'm tired of people hiding things from each other and then saying, you're right, we shouldn't hide things from each other. I won't do it again. And from one episode, they tell everybody everything and realize it's a bad idea and go back to hiding things. Yeah. It's a cycle.
Are we on Arrow now? Is that what's happening?
Yes. Can we just all agree that Barry needs to learn how to improv lies better?
Yeah.
Look, when
that's lies, not the
when Wally said, "Tell her the truth," like, okay, Iris, look, you weren't wearing a ring, but I just want to marry you, and I did whether it's today or tomorrow. I just want to marry you.
Well, that's what I that mental power. Like they show him learning, but they don't show him that quick on his feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is what he should be. He should just be.
He has an edit memory, and he has total recall. And so
he should be a lot quicker.
And they dumb him down a lot.
And they make Wally. I think they make Wally dumber than he needs to be.
Yeah.
Because look, Wally. Yeah. Remember, Cisco Soldier is going to be hard to see it. You saw your sister die. Now Barry has seen that scene multiple times. Right. Don't you think that he would literally try anything?
And now that he's seen it at different angles,
right?
I'm going to keep trying different things.
He's going to keep trying anything to make that happen. I did not. Now he should have asked Joe's permission. That he should have did. But other than that, I don't see. Joe would even that. After they talked,
I don't even think Joe would have cared because
no, Joe didn't care. Joe didn't care. Look, at the end of the day, no matter what he did that for, he's loved you since the day you met.
And that was what I didn't. That's what was driving me so crazy about that overreaction. Everybody, if you were in the show, didn't matter. Has known since day one that Barry has been in love with her. It didn't matter if it's a week after dating that he says, "Will you marry me?" Right. We all know.
I've known you for 20 years at this point.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Now,
really,
I think
Joe was like, "Finally, you guys are getting together."
Right.
That's how widespread it is.
Right. Even though he didn't ask permission, he was still crying because he's like, "Oh my god, little girl." Yeah. I think Iris is going to break up with him because
that'll break.
As a woman in a superhero show, she will fail the main character at the moment he needs her the most.
Yes.
But I think
she already did.
One of her reasoning behind it might be is if she's not with Barry, maybe that also can change the timeline.
But maybe that's why she never ring.
Maybe that's why he disappeared.
Yeah. But maybe that's where her ring went. Maybe she had a ring,
and then they
broke up, and now she's not.
Which means it's still Wally's fault.
Either way,
good job, Wally.
That's what kind of makes it fun too. But that's what makes it unpredictable.
How come with Cisco being there? How come he can't tell them, guys? The more you try and stop it from happening, the more you're doing the thing that makes it happen.
Yeah,
that's nerd time travel 101.
Yeah, that's time travel 101.
But they don't all get the first two seasons of HR kind of got time travel. They understood, right? So they have no use for this HR because he's cool.
Well, Wells, yeah, okay.
But this Wells is not smart, right? So they don't really have a really firm grasp on time travel and stuff. It's really just very kind of...
I love when the other Wells from Earth 2 comes over and he's like, "Oh, you're still here?"
Right. Echo, by the way? Or not Echo, Gypsy?
Gypsy. Yeah,
man.
I'm like,
Cisco,
how are you pulling this? I'm like, I mean, really? Because like, look at her, and then like, I mean, look at
especially 3 seconds before that, he was like, "Girls just don't like me," and he's like, "Damn, you know you're into me." Like,
Walter. Sometimes you see a woman so hot, you like, you know what? I gotta set my game up right now.
That is true. That is true. Sometimes you become 10 feet tall.
Right?
Exactly.
Level up.
+5 confidence.
You're gonna like me when I turn green. Trust me.
Right.
It's okay.
and I also like the CW version of Vibe's outfit.
Yeah, now it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool now. That thing that he has in the comic books.
No.
Like,
well, it's not the original.
It's not the original, but it's still not good.
Golden Glider, same. She had a better outfit in the show.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Black Canary, I like the comic book one.
I'm tired of this Killer Frost thing.
I'm tired of Killer Frost.
Let her get it or not?
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, why can't you just get it and not be a psychopath?
We know she's going to be.
Right.
We know it's going to happen. That's what sucks about it, because it's dragging on so much.
Why? It doesn't have to.
She's so scared of it that we know it's going to happen.
But why? She can just have powers and be a normal person.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
Barry.
They should just make her pick a decision. Go, you know what? I know this is happening. I choose my destiny. Nobody else chooses it. And be a hero.
It made sense.
Because in the comics, yeah, she was mind controlled, but she was a hero for a while. She was in love with Firestorm, and they were a team for a while and stuff because of it. And then she got unbrainwashed, but she was still kind of good for a while.
And now she's in love with Malfoy.
And we know that's going to be temporary.
He gonna die.
Which I like him on the show.
Everyone should
I actually think he's a good addition.
He hates lightning bolts, man. Him and lightning bolts don't get along.
So the Flash episode 1. I don't know why they changed a lot of it, but I wish they had kept it. You remember when they would show him on the scene of the crime?
Oh, the CSI stuff.
Yeah. That's the stuff I wish they would have kept going.
Well,
that's what set it apart from
like there's CSI crime scenes, but like there's a literal god now on the streets. I think he's more worried.
But I think having this guy
even leading
apply
up to
his powers towards his job would show people that he's not just a superhero, but he's a hero.
Well, Barry Allen's really
because he wasn't really smart. The way they have him in the DC universe, he's second to Batman, second detective to Batman.
Tactically, yeah.
Right. So he's cracking the mystery of Watchmen with Batman. It's those two doing it. Nobody else. It's just those two, and that's because of his brain and because of his powers and because of not speed, but because of his recall.
I forget what storyline it was, but they're trying to figure something out. And all of a sudden, Flash shows up hey, I figured it out. And Batman's like, yeah, I was telling everyone. He's like, oh, I'm the fastest man alive. He's like, I'm Batman.
Speaking of that, so have you seen the secret of who the new Clark Kent is in the Superman Reborn thing?
In the comics. It's the classic Superman brought that.
Oh, Earth.
Yeah, it's classic. Yeah.
But he aged, but it's classic Superman. Bro.
Yeah. So, but the Clark Kent that's been walking around, who has no powers and everything, they told today who he is.
Who is it?
Mitch Spitalik.
Mr.
Wait. Okay.
Is he?
Yeah. They haven't explained why he's doing it.
I hate that guy.
They just explained that for some reason he's getting a kick out of walking around as Clark Kent while Superman is out there.
Being Superman?
Well, see, the whole thing, they had to figure out a way to be able to let Superman become Clark Kent again because Superman's been outed as Clark Kent. So they had to come up with a way to make it so that he could Superman could be Clark Kent again. And the only way they could do that was to have somebody walking around as Clark Kent while Superman's out there doing stuff.
It's too bad there's no people in the league that can, have magic powers to shapeshift somebody.
Or alter time.
Yeah.
Right? Or the world's greatest detective who's also the world's greatest makeup
The world's
artist.
greatest everything is in the league. You can't find no one else to help you. You have to go through
you got the Martian Manhunter, you got Zatanna.
Someone like a cyborg version of him?
No, we're not doing that again.
But it could happen.
But alright. Legends of Tomorrow. What do y'all think about that right now?
I thought that.
Because my problem with that show is
it's hokey.
Your big threat right now is there's a speedster, right? If only you had access to several speedsters that you can come
over time.
I mean, really, just go get them. Go get them. Have them on for an episode. Finish this guy again and just move on.
I mean, they literally could. They have such a big opportunity to be like, hey. We're in New Mexico trying to figure out this alien thing. And, oh look, it's Blue Beetle. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There's so many chances to cross over.
Look, they confirmed that the people that Lantern stuff is here. Like it's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
If there's no Lanterns, you're not getting Blue Beetle. Sorry.
Well, Booster
But
Gold. They're traveling through
on TV
time.
before.
No.
They're traveling through time. Booster
Young
Gold.
Justice.
That was
No. The actual, Smallville. Yeah, Blue Beetle was actually on Smallville.
Which Blue Beetle though? Does Ted Kord?
Jaime Reyes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Jaime.
in armor.
Yeah.
He was on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Towards the end of the
I need
show.
to watch that show.
That end season got
season 10.
interesting.
Yeah, the last few seasons, they but actually, Blue Beetle was the only one who was comic accurate. Everybody else was wearing like leather and stuff.
Yeah, because they had someone else, Hawk Girl or
Static would be
yes,
nice.
Hawkman.
Hawkman.
Was wearing,
Hawkman.
but he was wearing wearing body armor that the
Yeah.
wings were attached to or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a chest piece that had it all, not the straps. Not
Static. Robin.
Somewhat. I just wanted to be a
Alfred.
league, a sort of league get to form, so that when they all go off to meet, the other secondary characters realize, oh man, we're actually not that important, and we should probably maybe stop yelling at these certain characters because they have the entire world to manage.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you're a time traveler who just messed up the future, why are you getting mad at Barry? I'm just
No,
saying.
yeah, and then there's that.
Yeah, you're changing the future for yourself every day, and then you show up and you're like, "Oh, Barry, I can't believe you did that." Dude,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Really? You just let
Barry,
Your whole
you're
premise is time
irresponsible.
travel.
Real quick though, I'm gonna go sleep with this chick over here whose daughter is supposed to be Vixen, but hey, whatever. I'll just let all the people that she saved die because
I think for me, the show, I like the characters. Maybe not always the direction that they're going. I think it's nice to see some of the characters that, like Citizen Steel, just that you wouldn't think you were gonna ever see.
Well, it'd be great, with what Powerless is doing. How Powerless is throwing in all these little name drops. Like, they have a perfect opportunity and a license to just bring in the C-list characters.
I think they're afraid
Elastic
of
Man.
overdoing it.
Oh, Elastic Man, I think.
Elongated Man.
Elongated, or either one.
I think
Plastic Man
Plastic
would-
Man would be just super dope on
Yes.
TV because he would be hilarious.
Yes.
Plastic Man?
Yeah, Plastic Man I think would be dope. I think that'd be
Either one.
That'd be
I don't-
awesome.
Plastic Man's better suited for cartoons. He's not. I never really felt like Plastic Man should have been in the DC universe. His outlook, his way of, and even really his comics, if you read them, they were really cartoon strip like.
No,
they
yeah,
were not really.
They
Like,
weren't.
I mean, they're cheesy, but he's a cheesy character.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, so they get that, and every show or every movie, not one of them have the tone of a Plastic Man.
Right.
Not one of them. Which is okay.
But see,
that's why I think him by himself, or Metal Men by themselves, wouldn't be a bad thing.
But see, I think if you just dropped him into the middle of Arrow for one episode, just to watch Oliver keep slapping himself on the forehead because this guy's there.
To watch Diggle's reaction. Because I love when Diggle reacts to Powers, because he's just like, oh my god, why?
The Flash every time.
Like, why are you real?
Why? I'm just a human.
But you get the tones that especially Arrow, it's super dark, right? And I would love to see a light character like Plastic Man come in there, but if there's, and they could, I guess, especially
Speaking of
Constantine.
What do y'all feel about Arrow right now?
I like it a lot.
It's much better than it was last couple
picking
seasons.
back up.
The
It's
guy
good.
who's Prometheus, I mean, we're all caught up, right?
Yeah.
The guy who's Prometheus.
The DA?
I liked him from Bird Notice when he was like the dumb little brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, every episode, I'm like, good for you, man.
Hey.
Like I thought I could never see you outside of the dumb little brother, and
yeah.
now you're a psychopathic arrow using villain.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But they, I don't like, and I read a little bit about it. I don't like changing the character to meet the show. I know that they always do. And that's one thing I don't like is the liberties they take.
Right.
Yeah, he's Batman, light, and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, he has characters he can draw on.
Yeah.
Prometheus is kind of a JSA character anyway, or traditionally was. He didn't have to really be anybody's character. Why kill Vigilante? You didn't need to just ruin a character.
They actually said why they did that.
Wait, is he dead?
They said they killed him specifically so you could know that he's not Prometheus.
Yeah.
That's why they killed him.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I know he threw him off the roof.
He's dead.
We didn't see a body though.
He did.
He's dead. According to was it Variety? I think I was reading. He's dead. The director said, I killed him so you would know for sure he's not Prometheus.
It's like Sandman and Flash. He ain't coming back.
Yeah, it was all.
Not coming back.
Yeah,
We've seen that before.
He's not coming back.
But he has no powers. And Arrow.
So was he just a nameless guy then? Just some.
Just some
we never
random
found out.
guy.
We never found out who he was.
Yeah.
That's lame.
And by the way, Oliver.
Or they could be lying.
I was very upset with Oliver and Diggle. They're like, you shouldn't be blackmailing people. What? Yes, blackmail people. They're horrible people. Like,
did you learn nothing from the League of Assassins?
Right.
Did you learn nothing from them?
What?
How to blackmail people?
Yeah, blackmail is awesome.
Like, they do it all the time.
And it works. and then and now it seems that, like, what's her face? Felicity is, like, now, like, joined the hacker group.
Yeah.
Knowing.
Yeah,
because I guess.
Because she wants to be a bad girl now, because being married to a superhero isn't exciting enough, apparently.
I'm sorry, they need to get rid of her finally.
They do.
She needs to die.
She needs to die.
She can go to another city. She'll need to be killed.
No.
I just don't want her on the show anymore.
She's super hot, but she needs to die.
And I think this would be her getting involved with the hacker group would be a good way to kill her.
Yes.
Because the whole thing.
Or just take her off the show.
Because they kept telling her, if you play the fire, you're gonna get burned. Well, let's burn her.
And you could that will throw that could throw Oliver off a deep edge, and he can be all dark again.
Yes, and then Diggle can be Green Lantern.
It's like, I'm all grizzled.
No. Because the one thing they're getting right is having the tone of him change finally. He's not dark and brooding and like he's just not Batman. See, he was always light and always made jokes.
I like him as Mario.
Boxing.
I thought I would.
I mean, I'm okay, but he's used it.
He has.
He's used it, and it was cool. They've done little homages to his old trick arrows, and it worked.
Arrow is finally back. I like Mr. Terrific and his balls.
Mr. Terrific.
Dude,
I like Mr. Terrific.
First of all, his husband is a dick. All right, he's like, how are you gonna call him out to a fancy restaurant? Just say I'm divorcing you. That's like a phone call or like through the mail. Don't bring me out in public.
He didn't want him to make a scene.
Yeah.
Because he's black.
Because he's beating people's tails every night.
Right, and it's like I'm not cheating on you. I'm saving the world, literally. Saving the world.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to wait up for you at night and be wondering whether or not you're going to die.
The dialogue between him and Wild Dog and stuff. He and Wild Dog have great chemistry. Him and Ragman. I always like Ragman.
Big character growth on him, but like I thought Terrific got a raw deal. That was messed up.
Renee's backstory episode.
Awesome.
I'm not going to say that I shed a tear, but
you did.
That 1 man tear might have killed that with you.
It definitely like made you like feel for that character.
Yeah,
he was a good. I like the character.
He can't see his daughter no more.
Right. Yeah. So now you're like, oh damn, and that kid. I don't know if you guys remember him, but you ever see My So-Called Life? It's an old show from the '90s. He was like the flamboyant kind of gay guy on the show, even though he's not. That's kind of the character he was playing. Comes so far from that as an introduction as an actor to that show. He's a badass on this show. He's legit as Wild Dog and could not be any more comic accurate. It really is spot on for how the character is.
Yeah,
and the attitude.
Right down to the outfit.
Huh?
So right down to the outfit.
Absolutely, and that's key to it. He has such a cheesy thrown together costume. Do you guys remember Wizard magazine?
Yeah.
They used to have more than a month, so they take a B, F list character and make fun of them. This is why they're the worst, and he was one of them because of the costume, because of what he did.
And now he's on TV.
Now he's on TV.
If done right and done with care, like Ragman, sounds silly, man. If you look it on paper, it just shouldn't work. But it works.
Now,
it works if you do it well.
Before we leave, I just have to get one more mention of lanterns in here because that's what I do.
Are we gonna have the next show about lanterns?
I hope so. But like, I feel like there's a lot of entry points for lantern stuff. Like with Barry before, I thought it was Hope because they kept mentioning that was his best weapon was Hope. But then last episode, they kept talking about fear. I was like,
yellow.
See, the thing is, normally I wouldn't be hinging on these words, but in DC, hope and fear,
they mean something.
They mean something.
But you can't get to fear or hope without going through will. You gotta have green up here first. That's just the rule. It has to be first.
They've been to fairs. They've already established.
We've seen Hal Jordan's name written down.
I'm not talking about supporting character name drops. I'm talking a lantern ring, a lantern, something green with.
They established that where like Diggle's getting his butt kicked or something by a bunch of guys, and then a ring just hit him in the forehead.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be so awesome, man.
They've established that Hal Jordan got lost in space somewhere on a flight.
Right.
So he's off doing Green Lantern stuff in this universe. He just needs to stop being the lantern and have the ring come to Earth.
Or there's like 500 million lanterns on Earth. Just pick
or that.
Just show a Green Lantern.
Power
does not matter who.
Baz.
Just to establish they exist.
Someone.
We have name drops, and I'm cool with that.
John
just
Stewart
get some
Diggle.
kind of sign. Oh man,
bring in Kyle Rayner and
we'll never get a show.
Bring in Jon Stewart.
We'll never get a Green Lantern show. It's just way too expensive. We'll never get that show.
But they can bring him in like Vixen.
Were you guys not a little disappointed by? As much as I liked the Grodd episodes, it was very lackluster because there was just you couldn't
because it was so expensive.
They had no money.
They blew all of their budget on that.
When they were lined up and like in formation, come on.
Yeah. Savitar looked really cheap this episode because they blew their budget on the gorillas. And by the way, if you notice, there was a scene towards the end of the gorilla episode where they were on the street and when the camera panned over, there was nothing there. Behind, like the grills were gone, and then when they went back a second time, then the grills were just there, just magically. I was like, y'all were saving CG costs, weren't you?
It was like the first time they showed Grodd. He's always in the shadows. He's in the sewer behind a corner because they had like 5 minutes of time.
But I like that teasing of what they did. I mean, how they've done the character is cool.
Yeah,
right? It's legit, and the way they introduced him was really cool.
Yeah.
And I liked how the slow reveal, kind of the Jaws, thing, and that was cool. But when we had an idea that they're going to start using him, maybe put an arc in there or something like that. Okay, and we see him get dropped off on Earth 2, and hold on, where is he at?
Gorilla City. I was like, that was a bad place to put him.
And now we're going there.
Oh
my god, we're gonna go there.
Right.
And what's the first thing to do? Put him in jail.
It was
so they can limit the set to just one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think if they contain these things to one episode, it would be okay.
Yeah.
Like with like for example, when they're fighting Savitar, if like the new Wells is like, well, like if he's too hard for us to fight, he's a guy. Why don't you guys just call your Green Lantern? Like maybe on other Earths they can just because they're cops, right?
Yeah.
Just call your Green Lantern.
Well, why not? Why not this? Okay, if you're planning the show throughout the season, you go, okay, hold on. I have plans for Grodd, who's very CGI heavy, and then I have plans because I have other gorillas that I'm going to have involved here. That's going to make it even more costly, expensive. So then I go, okay, obviously, look at what Spider-Man's done. Lose my powers a few times, rely on my supporting team to win and beat the bad guy or something. That saves you costs right there. There are so many ways they could trim down to give us one.
What you could do.
Good episode.
Yeah.
I just thought this for Lanterns. What you could do is either give it to Kyle Rayner, pick someone, or make a new Lantern, and have there be like a provisional ring where he has to ask for permission to use the big stuff, but normally he can just use the small stuff, which brings the budget down, and so now you can have a Green Lantern every episode.
Baz, he has a gun,
done that
lantern.
Before. Right. He's made rings that can't hurt him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the way you can.
So here's a provisional ring, and something you go like, I need level 5. Where come up with some stupid thing, and he can unlock the full ring for like a season finale against Savitar or something.
Just one move.
Bang. It's not hard, DC. It's not hard.
It's not.
Are you listening, DC?
Get it right.
You should be listening right now.
Get it right.
This is gold right here.
I know some people at DC who listen to us a little too much and steal our stuff from us. I'm gonna send this to them. Be like, hey, this one you can steal.
Hey, you want $1 billion franchise?
All right.
Listen to the show. There you go.
So
we got ideas.
So guys, let us know down below what y'all feel about the DC universe on Arrow. I mean on CW right now, and also did you like Logan? We didn't talk about too much about Logan because overall, in the scheme of things, we started with Logan.
Yeah. Started there
and quickly moved to DC.
Segue.
Because Logan is great. There's not much
Logan
to be said about that. It's the other connected universe. That lessens more.
It's actually the lack of connection to anything else that makes Logan that makes it frustrating because it's so great, but it's not connected to anything else.
Great.
So it's not going to.
It would
parlay
make it
into
that much richer, that much better. But without that, it's a great movie that stands on
its own. Standalone, yeah.
So let us know down below what you feel about it. We've also heard from some people that they want to see us do this on video. So if you want to see us do it on video, let us know down below, and then we will build or find a set that can accommodate 4 people regularly. Woo-hoo. But until then, guys, we've been your host, Kirby Kid.
Black Superman.
Simpson Cedric.
Comics made me.
See you later, guys.